the bump. And welcome to today's Videoguys Live. Tuesdays at 3 p.m. I come live on the show. Sometimes the guys help me out, Oliver and Adam, and do a show. And we talk about technologies, new products, product lines, our vendors. We bring in remote guests. We do all kinds of stuff to keep you up to date on all the latest happenings in our industry. Today's show, I am so freaking excited. Today's show is about a product that we have been looking at since its Kickstarter days. We've been talking to the folks for a while, and we're happy to be one of the first people carrying the YoloBox from YoloLiv in the United States of America. What is the YoloBox? YoloBox is a self-contained Android appliance that I'm going to be unboxing shortly that allows you to switch, monitor, record, and stream all in one device for $1,099. Really incredible. What you're seeing over here is how small it is. It's portable. It's built solid. I'm going to show you that in a second. You can mount it on a tripod. Comes with mounting screw hole. You can hold it in your hands very easily, as I'm going to show you during the show. You can put it in a backpack. You can take it on the road. And there's no additional computers or hardware needed. So let's jump into the unboxing. So Oliver's going to set up the whole unboxing screen of what we're going to do. And while we're doing, we're going to talk about the general product specs. You get 3 hours of runtime. It's got a line in for the mic. It's got a headphone output, 1080p, HD. It's got HDMI inputs. It's got Ethernet port for you to go into your networking. It's got a shoe mount, and it's also got a USB modem that includes. So without further ado, let's set it up and let's do the unboxing. I'm going to move this over a little bit so it's out of the picture. And here we go. This is the YoloBox Live box. But before I open the box, I want to show you something very cool. I'm going to flip it over, but you're not really going to be able to read it. So I'm going to take it over to the camera over here if I could, Oliver. This is what that box looks like. Oh, what happened? Okay, here we go. Up. Okay. As you can see, they've got a lot of great content on the back of that box, and I really love that. I love when you can look at the box and tell what the product does and figure out, hey, can I use it? It's so easy and super easy to use, so great job on that part of the packaging. Quite honestly, don't really love the front packaging. Why? Because let's go back to the full screen shot over there, Oliver. Because what you have here on the full screen box is it shows it being mounted on a camera. Now, the truth of the matter is I wouldn't use this product on a camera. Why wouldn't I use it on a camera? Very simply, because every time I touch the screen, I'll vibrate my image and I'll have a shaky image. So I get that they love that you can do it, but I'd rather see it mounted on a tripod mount or something else. So let's cut to the two-piece. Perfect. I'm going to shore this up a little bit. I'm sorry that I didn't put it on the table properly. Here we go. So I'm going to open this up. It opens from the top. And folks, I apologize. If you're looking closely, you'll see in rehearsal, I accidentally pushed on the box too hard and knocked it up a little bit, so I apologize for that. Okay, what do we have? The first thing we have in this box is the YOLO itself. This is the YoloBox device, folks. I want you to look at it, how it fits in my hand. It's nice and small. On this side, we've got the tripod hole mount. We've got an SD reader and a card reader. We've got a audio output jack. The magic is on the other side, folks. If we could take a look at that, we've got 2 HDMI inputs. We've got a USB input that can be used for a webcam or like a Logicam type cam. We've got HDMI out. We've got our network jack. We've got a Type-C USB port, and we've got our audio in. So that's the unit itself. I'm going to put it over here for this camera shot, but we don't have to go to it just now yet. What else is in the box? A handy-dandy instruction book. I like that. It's a decent instruction book. Adam got it through this book and their website. He was able to set the unit up. I'll be honest, folks. Instruction books are great, but I always go to the website first. And in fact, I usually go to YouTube and watch videos, and we're going to have some videos on how to use it up very shortly as well. Then we go and we take out this little divider over here, which I'm going to place up here, and we get to all the goodness that's in the box. So the first thing I want to show you that I really like is they're giving us the tripod mount with the quick shoe adapter and the mounting screw and the mount to mount your unit. Very cool, very nice that this is included. A lot of products would charge you $20, $30 for this. It's included in the box. You've got your power adapter, of course, and your USB to USB-C, jack for that. You've got an HDMI cable, actually 2 of them. Why? Because it's got 2 HDMI inputs. I love that they give you that. Next thing we have is a USB kind of L corner extender, which is really cool on the unit. I don't, you put it in and now you get your stuff like this. Oh. Okay, so there you go. I don't want to open it out of the plastic because, believe it or not, we're so tight on these. We actually have a customer this is going to be shipping to when we're over. He knows we're using it for today's demo. Then you also have this USB modem. Now, this modem does not have a SIM card in it, so you have to open it up and provide your own SIM card. But it's great that they give you this modem because we've sold other products that require USB modems, and you had to go try to find them. No, the folks at YOLO include one, which is really great. We're going to talk about that more because that modem means that you can go straight streaming if you have adequate cell service from your YOLO box, as if it were a cell phone. Then also they give you this nice little case that I think this is one of these extra things that, you know, a lot of companies don't do stuff like this, but I really love this. I'm investing over $1,000 in this product. I want to know that it's going to be protected. And this little case is a nice little thing. Is it worth $100? No. But if I'm spending $1,000 on gear, I want to know that the people who I bought the gear from appreciate the value that I place on the gear. And the YOLO folks clearly do. Once again, this is the YoloBox 1099. It is in stock at Videoguys, but quite frankly, folks, I think this is the only one in stock, and I'm pretty sure it is sold. But we're expecting more in about a week or two. But since we got our first shipment in, I said, hey, I'm going to do the show on this. It's that important. So let's cut back to the regular show. I'm going to keep this over here like this, Oliver, just so when I go to pick it up, you know. But I'll repack everything after the show. I get yelled at when I don't, folks. So what do we got on the show? Let's go. Let's talk about YoloBox allows various kinds of video capture. Now this is really cool, folks, because we've got to get DSLR, drone, DV, GoPro, USB cameras. It'll work with phones like an Apple iDevice or an Android product. It takes SD card and it's got Rtmp. So I love how these folks have really thought about how this product is going to be used. Great job by the YOLO folks. So what we talked about, and let's bring this slide up full screen just for a quick second. It's live production. You tap on the screen. You tap on the screen to pick your scenes. It's hard to see with the colors they pick there. We're going to give them some graphic design guidance. When you see our videos, you'll see it's better. But there's actually 2 different camera angles that the guy's got there that he can pick between. So let's go to the next one. It is a multi-camera switcher. That's right, you can switch up to 5 video sources simultaneously. You can also record your program output. A really cool product, cool device. Now I want to remind people with HDMI that older HDMI cameras like DSLRs might not have clean HDMI out. So you got to test it. You got to make sure. If you can plug the HDMI out of your camera, your DSLR, your camera into your TV, and you see what the camera sees, it's great. If you're seeing menus or a little box or something like that, it's not good for live streaming. Just a little tech tip there. So now, also what it does that I really like is I've got a bunch of presets for picture-in-picture. Now to me, if I'm going to do multi-camera and I can't do picture-in-picture, it's not the same thing. I think picture-in-picture is real important with multi-camera. It's important if I'm going to bring in, let's say, slides from a PowerPoint like we do here. I mean, technically, we're a picture-in-picture. Right over here is a picture in a picture. That's the picture that's coming off of my Mac right here. So let's roll a little video. Let me preface before we roll the video, if I could, Oliver. Adam's been at home on lockdown because of this whole COVID thing. You know, we're bringing some people into the office. Oliver comes in on days when we do shows, but for that, we're staying lean and mean. So we dropped off a YoloLiv to Adam's house about a week ago and said, Adam, here you go. Set it up, play with it. And by the way, I want you to shoot a whole how-to product spotlight on the whole thing from your apartment. So Adam's done a great job. We pulled out some clips that we thought were really good. So let's go over this first one where he shows us how you can use switching and picture-in-picture.
All right, now the first thing you're actually going to want to do is you're going to want to go to this button right here that says switch. You're going to click that, and that'll show you all of the options that you actually have. As you can see, I have 2. I have one being brought in via HDMI and one being brought in via USB. If I want to go to camera 2, all I need to do is press this button right here. Boom, there I am. So that's input 2. Now I want to go back to the other camera, and there is that. What's cool about the YoloBox is you can actually bring in a picture-in-picture as well. This is great for people making presentations. And all I need to do is click this icon right here. and bam, there I am in the upper left-hand screen.
All right, great job, Adam. Two things I got to point out from that video. Number one is you got to love the quarantine beard that Adam's got going. I mean, it is serious beardage. He's done a good job with that. Now, the other thing is you might have noticed it, but Adam was recording the output directly to a little LaCie SSD, those SSD LaCie rugged drives, and that's where he basically built the clips from. So it was cool that, once again, we use the products we sell to sell the products we sell. Kind of cool, right? That's what this show is all about. Next, I want to talk about custom graphic layers. If you're going to do multi-camera switching, you got to bring up custom graphics. What could those graphics be? Well, let's bring it back up. It's like the lower third that Oliver put on the screen over there. Or it could be something more elaborate. It could be a scoreboard with some score updates, or maybe some logos. You want to put your bug or your watermark on it. So Adam did a little demonstration of how easy it is to bring a graphic up. And let's take a look at that.
Well, let's bring in a lower third. All you have to do is go over to this icon right here that says watermark. This is where you can bring in your lower thirds and graphic. Now, there are multiple options. You could bring in a scoreboard, which is great for sports, a scroll, which is just generic stuff that you can do on the fly, and then there's Material Lib. And Material Lib is where you can bring in custom-made graphics via USB or SD card. If I click that, you can see my lower third here that I'm bringing in via an SD card. Now, I've already brought it in, so here it is. All right, so now all you need to do to bring in your lower third is you just click it, and bam, there it is. And if you just want to bring it down, you just click it again, and it's gone.
So you can see how easy it is to bring up those graphics, and Adam actually used the same Photoshop graphics that we use for our own lower third. So when you bring up our lower third here from the TriCaster, you're going to say, hey, that looks just like what Adam had on the YoloLiv. And you know what, folks? You're right, because what I want to talk about this product is it's like having a mixer in your pocket. It's like having vMix, a TriCaster, or something like that in your pocket, Wirecast. It's that cool, this little device. It is an Android device that runs the software on it. Right now, the feature set is as cool as we're showing you here, but I'm going to say that it's a little bit limited. But we're expecting updates to be coming out from these folks on a regular basis. So this product is only going to get better and better, folks. And I love companies that make products that just get better and better. All right, let's go to the next set. Oh, streaming. When you start your stream, you set it up before you go, and then it's as easy as just tapping, a single tap to get your stream up and going and to do your streaming. You can go 720p or 1080p, and there's an even cooler thing about the streaming. You could stream over Wi-Fi, LTE, or internet. So like I showed you, the unit itself has an internet jack on it. You don't have to close up. Oh, there you go. You did it. Cool. Has that internet jack on it that you can use, but also the USB port means that I can add a USB modem, of which the unit comes with one, which is so cool. So you can go Wi-Fi, you can go with a 4G SIM card, so you go to your local Verizon, AT&T, Sprint store, you get a SIM card, you put it in there, boom, you're going. You get your data plan as you want. You can stream by any way you want. And I think this is so cool for vloggers and IRL and live streamers on the go, but I do want to stress that this is not a cellular bonded solution, so you're only going to get the cell service that you get from that one 4G card. So your mileage will vary. Test where you are before you say that it's going to work. But a lot of people, if you've got a baseball field and you're doing your little league or your high school baseball, and it's got great coverage and you can get that signal up there at 720p to Facebook, go for it, brother. I love it. It's not guaranteed to give you a great signal, but if you've got a great signal, you'll be able to get 720p footage and maybe even 1080p depending on your carrier and your service. Rtmp is fully supported, so you can get into any Rtmp server you have. It doesn't have to be Facebook or YouTube Live. It can be any CDN that supports RTM. And this is the cool thing. You can go to multiple places at the same time. So you don't have to go with, you'd expect a product like this for $1,099 to require you to sign up for another service, a monthly service. It's like $19.95 or $29.95 a month that would take the signal that you're giving it and then have it be redistributed to multiple CDNs. But no, this product supports multiple CDNs right out of the Android box. But I want you to remember that each CDN is going to require its own bandwidth. So if you're going to go to multiple CDNs, you really should be Wi-Fi or hardwired in. I wouldn't recommend that solution, Oliver, if I was going with just a single, 4G card. And I also wanted to mention that they also have their own CDN, YoloLiv, that you can stream to also. And the reason I'm saying that is because back in China where this is made, YoloLiv as a CDN is a really big deal. Now, it might not be that big in America yet, but if a bunch of us buy these and start using them, who knows, it could become a serious CDN in the near future. And with the YoloLiv CDN, you can embed your streaming video onto your website, which is very cool. All right. Let's talk about another big feature about this, which once again, small box, big features, folks. Audio is very important. And one of the questions we had when we first saw this product is the audio going to automatically follow the cameras? Or can I put other audio in? How do I manage audio? Well, the answer is it can and it does. Adam put together another clip talking about how the product, how the YoloBox handles audio. So Adam did a great job. Just roll the video.
You always want consistent audio in your streams. The YoloBox immediately has your audio input set to automatic, which means it changes with the video source. To stop that, you're going to hit switch and you're going to go up to the audio source right here. All I do is click it and set it to HDMI 2, which is what I have. That is where my audio is coming in. And as you can see, there is actually a line-in option as well, so that's great for plugging in mixers. But now, because I have that set, I can be cutting to multiple different cameras, and the audio stays the same. There is no change in the audio, so you don't have to worry about that. Your audio is consistent.
Be down. All right, guys, I'm holding this in my hands. This is something unscripted, but a feature that I just realized while I was doing the show. The back of the YoloLiv has like a rubbery kind of surface on it, so it doesn't slip. So if you put it on a smooth table, it's not going to roll around. So Oliver, if you could cut our PTZ camera down to the table on that pre-shot, I'm going to put this here and show you. When I push it, see how moves the tablecloth with it? Because it grips. The sliding side doesn't, see? But the grippy side does. So that's real cool. That means if I put this down on a surface, even if it's on an angle, like let's say I'm put it on a music stand or something, it's going to stay where I leave it and it's not going to move around. Very cool. They thought of a lot of stuff on this product. Just kudos to the folks at YoloLiv. You guys killed it with this product. All right, let's talk about the feature. YoloBox helps you start live broadcasting events with unprecedented scale and effectiveness. People say, what does that mean? Well, we're going to tell you. We're going to get right into some of the verticals that we think this product is such a great fit for. So when I bring each one up, what we're going to do is I'm going to bring it up. It'll go full screen for a while, then back to me, and we'll get this going. So it is great for sports. It's perfect for sports broadcasting, number one, because you can bring it out on a field and it's portable. If you have Wi-Fi or cell service, like I said, you can use it. You get multiple camera inputs, custom graphics, which is so important for sports, picture-in-picture, scoreboard capabilities, easy enough for a volunteer or coach to operate. Use a Wi-Fi or SIM card to stream, and you don't need any additional hardware to make it work. What's the next vertical? Great for houses of worship. Now, we are getting called from houses of worship all over the country, every religion of every size, because of the COVID virus, folks, people can't come to their services. We can't gather together. We're hoping the country and the world will open up, but even if it does, they're saying 25 or 50 people. Well, what if your church holds 100 or 200? You want to reach as many people as you can. So how do you do that? Live streaming. With live streaming, you can spread the word while flattening the curve. So let's talk about why I love this product for houses of worship. Multiple camera inputs could be used. So let's say I have a rabbi and a cantor, or I have a choir and the minister, or maybe there's a minister and a group leader, or a president, or someone else wants to speak. Multiple camera angles. I can take a camera that could be on the long shot and the close-up shot, or when people do coming back, I can take a camera of the people who are at the service. I can bring in an HDMI feed easily to bring in my Pro Presenter or any other presentation stuff I have, graphics. It's perfect for volunteers who've never dabbled in streaming, but it's powerful enough for a professional production team. And once again, no laptop or additional hardware, computer hardware needed. Everything's in the YoloLiv, the YoloBox. Next vertical, great for schools. I love this product for education streaming mainly because it's so easy to use that a teacher is not going to be threatened or scared of it. Now, you can use it as a teacher to stream your lessons to your students, or to simply record your lessons as if you were in front of the classroom live, switching between How do you like that? I forgot to shut my phone again. Switching between your materials, or maybe your whiteboard with an HDMI output, or your projector, or whatever else you have, or another camera that's on the board while another camera's on you. Very easy to do. You bring in Excel spreadsheets, you can bring in PowerPoints, etc. Student volunteers can easily operate it with a little experience. So if you want your students in your high school to be running videos and coming into video classrooms, they can. And once again, no laptop or extra computer hardware required. Everything you need is in the YoloBox. It just works. All right, last but not least, and actually the real reason this whole product was developed was for vloggers and YouTubers. And I got to tell you, it is perfect for beginners or experienced vloggers or YouTubers. You get multiple inputs for your cameras. You can bring in your webcam via USB so easily. Super easy to do PIP, as we talked about. You can bring in an HDMI feed for a presentation or from your computer or whatever the graphic you're bringing, your video game, your Xbox, whatever you're playing, you can bring it in. You can stream live, or you can record your show to do stuff with it later. And once again, no laptop or extra computer hardware needed. Everything you need is in the YoloBox. It's a complete Android-based live streaming and mixing solution. And once again, we used Adam as our example of vlogging because, hey, he does some vlogging on his own while he's at it with his own production company. So that concludes our show on the YoloLiv. We had them in stock. We have a few in stock. They went out today. We have one in stock that we're using for the show for a customer who knows that that's what he's getting. So once again, love the YOLO product, the YoloBox. It's multiple inputs, 2 HDMI inputs right there. You've got a USB input. It's got Ethernet. It supports Wi-Fi. It comes with a modem. It's a great product. We unboxed it before, and we had a lot of fun doing that part of it. I want to talk about the products that are coming on the next couple of shows. We are doing a Panasonic NDI solution show. Panasonic Videoguys carries the full range of Panasonic NDI PTZ cameras. We also carry their NDI mixers and their PTZ controllers. We're going to do a whole show. We're going to bring in, I think we're bringing in Gregor from Panasonic on that show. It's going to be a good one. And then after that, we're going to do a show that I'm calling Don't Call It a Comeback. Sports are coming back. Fans desperately want to watch the games, but guess what? With no fans in the seats, what are we going to do? We're going to stream that video, and not everyone's going to get on the networks. Not everyone's going to be able to stream their show to ESPN or Fox News or the Ocho or whatever we're going to call it. If you're a small league, a high school, or whatever, you still want to show your games. If you're a high school, you want to be able to have people from out of town see your star players and have grandma and grandpa and the family see what the teams are doing. You're not going to be allowed to be a spectator at first when sports open up. So we're hoping that everyone who's into sports will watch this show to learn how there are tools available to stream your sports, including the YoloLiv and a whole bunch of other things going up to be much more expensive. I love that. Bring that back on the screen if you could for me. I miss saying it. Social distancing requires live streaming, folks, and we're here to teach you more about that. And sports will be back, and we're here to show you the tools to live stream sports. So I hope everyone really enjoyed the show today. The YoloLiv YoloBox is really exciting. I think we got a couple of comments. Hayden Rudman says he's been using one for over a year. So he got one of the first ones, probably from when it was a Kickstarter. Congratulations. A year later, he still loves it, and it's going great. David, I think you're going to like it too. This product is a product we've really been wanting for a while. Can we cut to what I like to call the Gary Cam? I am so impressed with what these folks have put in such a little box. Once again, this is a small little computer running Android, giving you video mixing, video switching, video recording, and video streaming, multi-camera switching, graphics, audio controls. This is the bomb diggity, folks, and I am so excited about it. At $1,099, we can't keep them in stock, and the product is only going to get better. I've spoken to the product folks over at YOLO, told them some features we'd like to see. They've told them some stuff that's coming. The beauty is it's firmware downgrades. It just gets better and better. Get yourself a YoloBox, folks. You won't regret it. Let me tell you right now, this was Gary at Videoguys coming at you live Tuesdays at 3 p.m. teaching you about the products we sell. You can give us a call at 800-323-2325. We have live salespeople who use this gear to produce the show. You want to know more about YOLO? Don't ask me. Call Adam. Adam set it up. Adam's using it. Adam's got one at home. He'll walk you through the whole thing because Adam said, I love this product. He wasn't kidding, and there's a reason why. Super affordable, super powerful, super easy to use. Those are 3 big features that make for this to be a tremendous product at $1,099. Folks, thanks for tuning in to the show. As always, I ask you to give me that social media love. Like us on Facebook, share these videos with people. You can tune in live to Videoguys Live. That's a page that we set up on our website to see the shows if you can't find it Tuesdays at 3 o'clock. We're on YouTube. Give us your comments, give us your feedback. And once again, remember, those comments and feedback we get from you via email, via the phones, via YouTube comments, via Facebook comments, they all become part of our Ask Video Guys shows. And I'm sure our next show is going to have a bunch of questions about this little puppy because the YoloLiv is a great product. So folks, thank you very much. It's Gary from Video Guys. Be smart, wash your hands, keep your distance, be safe, folks, and also peace.
Video Guys is available Monday through Friday. Give us a call at 1-800-323-2325. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter and Instagram to stay connected with all of our updates. And you can like us on Facebook. Keep an eye out for our live videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.